to it. All right. So part 7, the capacity buffer that keeps your content alive during your busiest weeks. So 2 to 3 pieces, right? That's what we're looking at. The first, the capacity buffer, we spoke about it briefly, but these are two rules to work with it. So pre-produce 2 to 3 evergreen pieces during the calm stretch, right? And then genuinely evergreen, not time-sensitive material that expires before the busy season arrive. So what's evergreen? In case some of you may not, evergreen is evergreen content or yeah, evergreen content is content that is relevant beyond any season, relevant at all times that will consistently or anytime you post it, it will be relatable to the market. So it's not bound to news, to time, or to a certain happening in time. In your market and your audience, it will still be relevant, it will still touch hearts regardless of the time. So it's not bound by time or any season or any festivity. And then the second rule here is I want to deploy from that buffer only when the minimum feels like too much. So you are not so quick to exhaust your buffer, right? It's like savings, content savings. That's what to say. You want to go into your savings or your emergency funds when there's still an emergency. You not posting, you not working on you. Maybe there's a week coming up, and then usually you work on your content on weekend. And for that weekend, out of laziness, not that you are busy, out of procrastination, you just decided not to work on your content for the week. When you enter the week, you are not supposed to go into the buffer to actually like do something or pick a new piece of content and post. That's not an emergency. You actually want to spend time whenever you get it during that week to actually produce content for that week, but not go into your reserves. That's an emergency. What happened in that particular case is you just not doing what you're supposed to do. Right? This is an emergency. An emergency has been clearly explained in this particular webinar. So you want to be mindful of that. Otherwise, you end up with that buffer very quickly. So there will need to be some discipline towards this. All right, so part 8. So why does your content quality drops when you get busy? Here's a fix. So no built-in flaw, right? That's a brief one. So you stop treating marketing as the first thing to cut and start protecting a minimum that survives the busiest week. So the a pre-committed minimum viable number, right, backed by a small content buffer is what survives when even the busiest quarter, not full output and not zero as well. So what will survive over time is that you actually do have a pre-committed minimum viable number, pre-committed, right, ahead of time, viable number, right? And you have a buffer, you have a reserve for it. So it's not just done prematurely or in a rush. It's done ahead of time. So you already know what gets cut first. Let's set your protected minimum. So we're offering you a free 15-minute discovery call where we are going to help you look at your content and see exactly how we can, help you protect your content or protect your marketing before busy seasons come. So if you're also watching this webinar, a part of it, make sure you watch the entire webinar or other videos in this webinar. And we also have another one coming up. This is the last webinar of the series. So we're going to look at what should a $5,000 per month coach actually charge for a signature offer without freezing at that number? Because we observe that many people actually do freeze and are not bold enough to mention their numbers in their coaching or consulting business. So that will be it. Make sure you do subscribe, make sure you like and share this video with a coach or a consultant or somebody in the service business. It will bless them tremendously. Thank you once again and have a beautiful rest of your day.